Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Explainer. If you're a professional software developer shipping code every single day, you're definitely going to want to listen up. We're tackling a massive headache in modern dev today, the wildly unpredictable cost of AI coding tools. Assistants like Claude Code and GitHub Copilot are absolute game changers for sure. But if you're using them at a professional volume, they get incredibly expensive. And the crazy part, most devs have no idea why. So today, we're going to break down exactly how this happens and look at a brilliant, targeted solution called Aniran.
So let's start with the big question right out of the gate. Why are your AI coding bills so high? If you've ever checked your API usage dashboard after a heavy coding sprint and experienced a little sticker shock, well, you aren't alone. It's this invisible financial drain. You send a prompt, you get your code back, and it feels simple. But beneath the surface, there's a whole lot of heavy lifting going on that you don't see. And that hidden activity, that's what's draining your credits.
To really grasp it, the source text gives us this incredible analogy. Imagine being charged to reprint a whole email thread every time you hit reply. Think about how absurd that would be. You write a one-sentence response, but you get billed for the 10-message history sitting below it. Well, that is literally what happens with your AI coding assistants. Every single time you ask for a new code snippet, the tool quietly resends the entire conversation all over again, even the AI's old notes. It just compounds.
Which brings us to Section 1, the hidden token trap.
You see, it's not that API providers are tricking you, it's just the nature of how language models work. The billing logic is where the trap lies. You aren't just charged for the clever new function the AI writes for you, you're actually charged based on how much text the AI has to read every single time. So as your chat history grows, that redundant conversational history is just pure padding. You're literally paying the AI to reread things it generated an hour ago, and it adds up incredibly fast.
Moving on to Section 2, enter Aniran.
So how do we actually stop bleeding API credits? Enter Aniran. It's built to intercept this exact problem. It's not a new model, it's a small, lightweight program. Think of it like this. You've got your editor, where you write code, and the AI API doing the work. Aniran sits right there in the middle, locally on your machine. Before each message goes out, it intercepts it, quietly trimming away all that repeated, already seen text. It catches the bloat before it ever touches the API.
All right, Section 3, the lossless optimization.
Now, I know exactly what you're thinking. If I cut the context, isn't the AI going to give me worse answers? Actually, no. We can totally put those fears to rest. The AI still gets everything it actually needs to do its job. Your results do not change at all. Aniran isn't just blindly chopping text off, it's highly targeted. It strips out the already seen text, the AI's old notes, leaving the essential functional context completely intact.
The absolutely crucial word here is lossless. Think of it like a lossless audio file. Smaller file size, exact same quality, right? In this case, lossless means you get a much smaller API bill, but identical answers from your coding assistant. It's totally risk-free prompt engineering happening seamlessly in the background. You just stop paying for the exact same words over and over again.
Let's look at Section 4, Real-World Impact. Okay, architectural claims are great, but as developers, we need hard data, right? Let's talk numbers. 650 million. That is staggering. On the creator's own machines, Aniran has successfully removed over 650 million build tokens. Think about how much pure text that actually represents. That is a massive amount of useless data and money saved from just bouncing back and forth over the network.
And what does that mean for your daily workflow? Well, on average, a typical request shrinks by about 17%. Imagine just instantly slashing your API overhead by nearly a fifth, and you don't even have to change a single line of how you interact with your assistant. Over weeks and months of professional coding, a 17% reduction is a huge win for any engineering team.
Finally, Section 5, privacy and pricing. Now, anytime you introduce a tool that intercepts your code, two massive objections always come up: cost and security. Let's look at pricing first. Entry is completely frictionless. There's a free tier with a daily limit, and there's literally no account or sign-up required. You just try it. If you hit the limit, unlimited usage is $5 a month, or you can just grab a lifetime license for a one-time $75 fee. Super straightforward. But what about privacy? This is the deal breaker for enterprise devs. Let's rapid fire through this checklist. Aniran runs entirely on your local machine. Your proprietary codebase and prompts never, ever leave your computer to be optimized. There is absolutely no tracking of any kind, and if you decide it isn't for you, one single command removes the whole shebang. It is strictly local and completely secure.
So I'll leave you with this. Are you ready to use fewer tokens losslessly, or are you going to keep paying to reprint old email threads every time you code? Anyrene is an absolutely brilliant, lightweight way to optimize your workflow and, honestly, just protect your wallet. It's something every professional dev should at least test out. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep building, stay optimized, and I'll catch you on the next one.